going live, and you are looking live at Sold Out Giant Stadium, where today, the 15-0 New York Giants will be taking on the 0-15 Chicago Bears. Why the Chicago Bears 0-15? Because they suck. And welcome to the Gridiron. Anybody at all out there going to spend a little bit of time with me here this evening? I greatly appreciate it. Or anybody at all going to watch the replay of this. Once again, guys, from the bottom of my heart, you guys absolutely rock. Thank you so much. I'm going to go about 30 minutes here as I shoot my mouth off. Anybody got anything to say at all? Put it in the chat box. Any questions, concerns, or anything like that? I check on the chat box every now and then, so I'll get to it. Now we're trying to turn our attention away somewhat from the Monday night debacle. It was, tough. It just, it makes it worse, is when it's the Cowboys, it just, and when it's also, it's like the 1300th time in a row, the Cowboys just walk in the Giant Stadium and just like win. I mean, it really gets old. Really gets old. And it's like, obviously they win the game, but then it's like also they win like the line of scrimmage, the toughness of it. You know what I mean? It makes, the Giants walk off the field like we're, I don't say pansies or not, but it's just like, where the battleground is, the tough area, where, the blocking and the pass rushing and where you run and all that. Once we lose to the Cow, I mean, it's just really demoralizing. I mean, I one of these times it'd be just so nice just to have somebody come in and we just, I know I'm asking for a lot, but I mean, just to come in and just like overpower someone, just send them with their tails wagging between their tail, as they leave the stadium. They're like, have somebody come in the Giant Stadium and just say, man, we got the crap kicked out of it. You know what I mean? It would be so nice somewhere along the line for that to happen. I know there's a rebuilding and all of that. It's I said, I mean, if you lost to a team, it is what it is. The Cowboys were the better team and all this stuff. You got to tip the hat to them. But it just sucks so bad losing to the Cowboy. I really can't stand it. I said what's worse is the Eagles for me because I'm in South Jersey. I'm about 20 minutes from Philadelphia. So I mean, I freaking despise the Eagles. I didn't despise the Eagles so much when I moved here in 1977. That was probably that was probably the Redskins because the Redskins had beaten the Giants 11 times in a row. I was so sick and tired of the Redskins, so sick and tired of George Allen, their coach at the time. So it was the Redskins. Then when we moved here, it was a little bit, of the Cowboys and the Eagles. But now I've been here for so long. It's been like 45 years. I freaking despise the Eagles. Absolutely, totally despise them. But anyway, the Giants, they got some roster moves now. Fabian Moreau, nice move. Good move. Very, very good. I mean, the guy's not an all-pro or nothing, but some a good quality player. Decent, you know what I mean? Added him to the roster because, we had a roster spot, with Sterling Shepard officially on the IR. So we added him to the roster, so that's very good. Very, very good. He's had a couple good games for us, so hopefully he's somebody we can keep, right, in the future. All right. I got here. Dealing with several injuries at cornerback. Wednesday added a cornerback, Fabian Moreau, to the 53-man roster. At the same time, they officially placed wide receiver Sterling Shepard, torn ACL, on injury reserve. In his sixth season, Moreau was a practice squad elevation for the Giants during the past two games. He has played 56 defensive snaps during that time. Starting cornerback Aaron Robinson has missed both of the games. Robinson was the limited participant in Wednesday's walkthrough practice, and Coach Dable said that he's trending up, which is good, but it's his availability against the Bears is uncertain. So we can use him back as soon as we can, And unfortunately, okay, cornerback Cordell Flott has a calf issue. Justin Lane has a concussion, and Nick McLeod has a hamstring. They're all dealing with injuries. So, I mean, we got, Giants have some injury problems, right? And they also added Micah Paye, wide receiver, and Elijah Griffin to their practice squad. Griffin is 5'11", 176 pounds, was with the Giants briefly during training camp. He spent the entire 2021 season with the Buffalo Bills practice squad. So therefore, the connection, right, the familiarity, right, with Shane and Dable, okay, they know what they got with him for the most part. Polk, 6'3", 197 pounds, nice size, 6'3", okay, was an undrafted rookie free agent who was on Baltimore Ravens practice squad until being cut on Tuesday, okay. In the 3 collegiate seasons, 2 at California and 1 at Mississippi State, Polk had 141 receptions, right, 1,524 yards, which is about a little over 10 yards of reception, 10.5 yards of reception, and 12 touchdowns, okay. So we got, all right, so practice squad. We got Elijah Griffin, defensive back, Micah Paye, wide receiver, Austin Allen, the tight end, Ryder Anderson, the defensive lineman, Jashawn Coburn, running back, Zion Gilbert, cornerback, Will Holden, offensive lineman, Tony Jefferson, the safety, Marcus Johnson, wide receiver, Roy Mbetika, offensive tackle, Henry Mondo, defensive tackle, Khalil Pimpleton, wide receiver, Sandro Platzgummer, I call him, the running back, Quincy Roche, Jalen Smith, right? I'm surprised. I was a little shocked that, somehow they didn't find a way for him to get onto the field or elevate him and put him against the Cowboys, because I'm sure he'd go a little hog wild crazy against his former team. But Trenton Thompson, the safety, and quarterback Davis Webb. So that's your practice squad. Then we got, it's going to be a tough decision for the Giants, going forward. It's tough, with Daniel Jones. It's like something you see him sometimes, and it's kind of like, he holds the ball and he throws these interception against the Titans. I mean, trying to throw a back shoulder fade to Saquon Barkley, and it's like, didn't work out. Wasn't even close. And you're like, what is he doing? It's like, we had to get 3. And the thing was, the Giants won 21-20. Okay. You get 3 points there. Okay. Now you're up 24-20. All right. Now when Tennessee has the ball at the end of the game,